Alright, so all you're going to do is open up your image, and then what you want to do is you want to duplicate it. So where it says background here, I'm just going to right click and duplicate layer. And then I'm going to call this Grayscale. So now I've got two layers that are exactly the same, both are in color. And what I want to do is I want to take my Grayscale layer and make it that. I want to make it Grayscale. And so I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, and Desaturate, just like you did for me for workflow. And so now it's gone Grayscale. And so what we've got is we've got two, there's the color one right below, and then the Grayscale one right above it. So next thing we need to do is we want to get rid of some of this so the color will come through from the background layer. So a number of ways to do it. One way is to use your eraser, but what's called masking is your best way, because then if you make a mistake you can easily undo it. Once you erase something, you can't just simply undo it unless you go to the history brush and all that. So again, with the Grayscale layer selected, we want to create a mask. So you're going to come down here to the bottom and you're going to click on that rectangle with the white circle, and that's going to create what's called a layer mask. That's this white box right here. And what that's going to enable us to do is to do our masking. So I'm going to go and I'm going to grab my paintbrush. I'm going to pause this for a second to help Julie. Okay, so now I've created my mask. Two things. One, make sure you've got black and white as your colors. Not turquoise, not red, not green, not blue. Black is going to kind of erase, and then white will put it back if we need to. And instead of getting the eraser, you're going to go get your brush tool. And then you can decide on what size you would like your brush tool to be. It's going to depend on your photo as to what the size will actually be. So I'm just going to make mine nice and big just so you can see for right now. And I can just start to go over, and you can see it's going to basically erase the top layer. And so you can see that the penguin's starting to come through. If you look closely here in that white box, you can see where it's black. So basically what I'm doing on the masking is I'm painting it black, which is allowing the color to come through. And so I can really start to zoom in. Whoops. I can really start to zoom in and get nice and close. Okay. And like I said, if I make a mistake, so let's say for example I come over here and I'm doing this guy and I go, oh, you know what, I really want him just to stay grayscale. All I need to do is switch my brush colors. So switch that so the white is on top. And then once I go over it, that's going to erase any masking that I've done. And you can see that it goes away over here. So it goes back to the grayscale. And so it's a nice quick way for us to actually get a nice composition with grayscale and then some color kind of popping out. And then once I'm done, I can just save that as a first save it again as a PSD, because that'll save your layers in case we need to go back and make some adjustments. And then save it again as a JPEG, and you will then it'll flatten it for us. Okay? Any questions?